Hello. Welcome back to my channel. Thank you very much for subscribing and liking the videos so far. It's the fourth video we are going to start now. So we have planned this video as requested by one of our viewer to prepare a video on the topic of goal. There are a lot of videos in the social media about this topic, but I'm sure everyone is stating problems and not providing the solutions. So the majority of viewers are confused. Okay, we start with Chat GPT and it's functioning with the help of artificial intelligence. When the inventor quoted this algorithm, do they have the goal in their mind that they are giving human life in the hands of machine or devices? No, they did not think, but as per current data we can say that in near future we can see a lot would be ready to happen through artificial agents. Are you wondering what is AI agents? Well, AI agents are systems that can autonomously perform tasks on behalf of users or other systems by using tools and learning from feedback. So what we need to tell these AI agent is only our problem, and they will cross-check the possible solutions and they will provide most possible answers to the stakeholders without consulting us. So in short, the humans need to do something as quick as possible to overcome the future machines, because if these machines will shake hand with other machines and exchange their programs with each other, within no time they will supersede the human race. Now coming back to our own topic, so science never innovate to harm, but humans choose to use or misuse to the innovation. It is true that missiles never hurt anyone, but the thought process of a person behind it who is handling that missile destroy the lives. Now, $1,000,000 question. In the above example, anyone set up goal? No. But this is happening in a flow, right? Okay, fine. Let me know, when you go to any friend's marriage function, your goal is to attend and enjoy the marriage related rituals, but somehow if you meet so-called would-be life partner, and what happened if you see something is cooking up? Now think, do you set up your goal or break down your goals? Do you think what will be the first step and what will be the last step? No, obviously not. Similarly, when you go to the religious place, your goal is to do prayers, seek blessings from God and return silently with peace in your heart. But what happens if you will meet a beautiful girl or handsome boy in the religious place, and suppose you are an eligible bachelor? Don't you think God is great, or it is a God sent opportunity? Do you think your goal needs revalidation? Do you write any goal before visiting religious place? Have you break down your goal into sub goals or different categories? Obviously not. But when you invest in SIP, like systematic investment plan, like it is your hard earned money, you set up your short term or long term goals. On every first day of the month, your brain reminds you that you have to arrange the money in your bank to avoid failure of your automatic debit reminder of the said amount, right? Does your monthly expenses need any goal setting? No, it requires only budget setting, not goal setting. So it is obvious we need to set up goal for our discipline, not to fulfill any specific social obligation. So relax. Well, I can't claim the previous statement for your work culture. If your boss thinks he will force you to set up your goal with his own inspirational targets, he is wrong, because the brain changing power of goal setting works only when it taps into the characteristics of the goal setter's individual brain. So bosses cannot set brain changing goals for their employees. So the question is, like, what should the leaders do? All a leader can do is have ambitious, challenging goals for themselves in the hope it will inspire others to do the same. Okay, fine, enough examples I think so. Now start thinking, what is goal? See, the Oxford dictionary says like goals may be set as an outcome, a performance or a process. So what should be like outcomes such as winning a competition? Yep, winning a competition can be an outcome, right? A performance such as a certain time in a race, or a process such as long follow through after a tennis stroke. Well, there is a good chance you have been asked to set goals at some point of time in your life, whether at work, during a fitness program, or any other thing. But if you summarize, if you start summarizing that, what goals could be something like, so it would be like I want to get a promotion, I want to complete a marathon, I want to complete one of the professional course, like these all things, right? With a goal, you tend to have something in mind that you want to accomplish in the future. Sometimes we can set goals that seem far out of our reach, or are just totally unrealistic. Other times we work more on a SMART goal, right? SMART. We will talk later on this. So other times we work more on SMART goals. They are measurable and achievable. Have you noticed that we didn't mention anything about intention here while setting up the goal? Does it mean goal is setting up a straightforward future event, and intention is emotional in nature, which could be good or bad in nature? Let us see further. What exactly is an intention? Do you know what the intention is? I think intention can be slightly harder to define, and everyone will have their own take on it. When I think of intention, I think of them as a way of being, a way of living. Like, who am I, or who will I be, right? So we can set intentions when we wake up in the morning as to who we want to be that day, or even set intentions before yoga practice as to what we want to get out of this session. An intention is all about being in the present moment and taking part in the journey. Right? Intentions might be something like this. We can take an example. I intended to feel motivated and driven. I intended to bring some mindfulness into my days. I intended to appreciate this experience, whatever it may be. All right. So now come to find out, like, let us find out the difference between intentions and goals. Okay, so what is the difference between intentions and goals? See, there are some key differences between goals and intentions. For example, goals are very much more future focused than intention. So it is completely future focused, right? They are things you want to achieve in the future, and you will likely care more about destination than the journey. Alright. On the other hand, intentions are set in the present and allow you to enjoy the journey. Another difference between goal and intention is the way they can make you feel. We can often lose motivation or get disheartened when setting goal, especially as we are so good at moving the goalpost for ourselves. So, however, when we set intentions to be present and enjoy the process, we find ourselves feeling more fulfilled along the way. I believe that both goal setting and setting intentions have their merits, right? So as long as they are utilized in the right way. Let us say you want to run marathon. It's a long distance race. So let us say you want to run a marathon. Your goal is to run that marathon. So this is your goal. Okay. So your destination is to cross that finish line and get your medal. But what are your intentions? Okay, now come we will check what the intentions would be. Your intentions, however, might like something like this. I intended to appreciate all of my progress in my training. I intended to commit to my training wholeheartedly. I intended to celebrate my achievements, however small they may be. I intended to pick myself up even when I fall. As you can see, the intentions are far more about the journey, and this is a really important reason for that. So in our previous discussion, we used the word is SMART, S-M-A-R-T, right? So it is generally accepted that a SMART acronym was first written down in November 1981 in Spokane, Washington. George T. Doran, a consultant and former director of corporate planning for Washington. So Water Power Company published a paper titled there is a SMART, a smart way to write management goals and objectives. Now what exactly the SMART means, like each and every alphabet of a SMART has some specific meaning actually in this way. So S for specific, M for measurable, A for achievable, and also assignable, and R for realistic, and T for time related. So specific like target a specific area of improvement. Measurable like quantify or at least suggest an indicator of progress. Assignable specify who will do it. Realistic state what result can realistically be achieved given available resources, and time related specify when the result can be achieved. Okay, so let's go back to the example of running a marathon as our main goal is to reach that destination. But what if you fail? What if you trained for months and then sprained your ankle at the last hurdle? You never crossed that finish line. You are now a failure, right? Or perhaps you achieve your goal, congratulations, but then the goalpost moved and we decided we want to run another marathon, or we have moved into the next thing. Very few of us will celebrate for very long after achieving our goals, deconstructing the process that went into the getting the marathon medal. Instead, we will pat ourselves on the back and move on. When we set goals without intentions, we forget to enjoy the journey that got us to where we wanted to be. If we don't quite achieve that goal, then we may instantly assume we are a failure. Okay, now instead of goal, if by setting intentions, we can appreciate every step we took, right? Every time we fell and picked ourselves back up, every second we got closer to our personal best. We fully enjoy and appreciate all of those moments when we focus on the present moment, right? So how to achieve your goal? By setting intentions. Now we truly understand the difference between setting up intention and goal setting, right? It's time to bring these powerful forces together now. Okay, so here is how we can do that, right? See, so step one, decide on your goal or goals. I like to do this by starting off visualizing the person I want to be and then working out what the person's goal might look like, right? So ये भी एक तरीका हो सकता है. अब जैसे मान लीजिए कि मुझे एक्टर बनना है, तो मैं जब अगर एक्टिंग करना चाहता हूँ तो मेरे पास एक आइडल फिगर होना चाहिए. मैंने मान लीजिए अमिताभ बच्चन को विजुलाइज किया. अब मैं क्या कर रहा हूँ कि मैं उन्हीं की तरह की एक्टिंग करने की कोशिश कर रहा हूँ, उन्हीं तरह की नकल करने की कोशिश कर रहा हूँ. तो चलिए एक मेरी शुरुआत हो सकती है, धीरे धीरे मैं अपनी असली एक्टिंग पर वापस आ जाऊँगा. नाउ स्टेप टू इज लाइक मेक श्योर those goals are smart, like specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, time based. तो इससे रिलेटेड हम लोग पहले भी बात कर चुके हैं कि किस तरह से जब गोल सेट किया जाता है तो एक स्मार्ट टेक्निक का यूज़ करते हैं. और यदि आपको इस स्मार्ट टेक्निक पे ऊपर पूरा कंप्लीट वीडियो चाहिए तो प्लीज़ कमेंट बॉक्स में लिखें, ताकि इसके बारे में भी हम लोग फिर आगे कभी वीडियो बना सकते हैं. ओके, so step number 3 is like create your intentions based on those goals. Make sure you frame them in the positive tone and focus on the present. For example, I intended to bring more peace into my life today, as opposed to I will stop being stressed out. तो हमारे पिछले वीडियो में भी हमने इसी पॉजिटिविटी पे बात करी थी. अगर आपने ये वीडियो नहीं देखा है तो मैं ज़रूर आपसे गुजारिश करूँगा कि एक बार इस वीडियो को ज़रूर देखें, कैसे हम लोग जो है अपनी लाइफ को पॉजिटिव बना सकते हैं. सो इन आवर प्रीवियस वीडियो वी हैव सीन दैट हाउ कैन द पॉजिटिविटी कैन be achieved in our life. So it is once again the same example. I intended to bring more peace into my life today. This is a positive statement, right? And opposite is like I will stop being stressed out. This is like forcefully I'm just doing accepting that okay, this stress is there and I'm just stepping out from that, right? The step 4 is like focus on those intentions throughout your journey. Wake up in the morning and remind yourself of your intentions. I intended to feel motivated today. Remind yourself throughout the day and while you are working towards your goal what your intentions are. तो कहने का मतलब कि मेरे सबकॉन्शियस माइंड को हमेशा ये बात पता होनी चाहिए कि मेरा फोकस कहाँ पर है और मैं एक्चुअली क्या करना चाहता हूँ, और यही मेरे लिए सफलता की कुंजी बन जाएगा. Step 5 is like remember to experience every single aspects of your journey towards whatever your goal may be. Be present Be mindful, accept the hurdles as well as appreciating the wins. So we have seen that okay, when we are setting up goals and intentions together, so I think to bring able to achieve whatever it is you want from your life, using these two powerful mindsets together can help you achieve your goals, but also enjoy every aspects of working towards them. It can help us feel more motivated and give us willingness to keep going when we might have felt like giving up in the past. Okay, and another thing I just wanted to highlight here is like I think we need to set up small goals. Okay, so when we set up small goals, obviously we have got an opportunity to celebrate the small wins itself. Day-to-day practice that celebrate the small wins. Use the right language in setting up goal. Don't forget the prerequisites. Maybe like you are not able to do, or maybe like we don't have some prerequisites, but we don't forget the prerequisites. Okay, and if someone setting up the goal with the intention regularly, then we need to understand okay, there are some indirect benefits also for personal gains. Okay, if we set up goals with intentions, okay, so what it could be like developing self-discipline, visualizing success, and consistently taking action, transform our lives, and overcome obstacles and stay motivated, right? So in conclusion, we will say that intentions are generally more general than goals, and they include expectations, actions, and results. An example of an intention is to take a vacation. An intention can be an idea or a wish for the weekend. When intentions provide purpose and motivation, goals offer a specific roadmap to achieve desired outcome. Is it essential to set both short-term and long-term goals, right? Thank you very much. और अगर आप आखिरी तक पहुंच ही गए हैं तो इसका मतलब कि आपको ये वीडियो अच्छा लगा होगा, तो मैं गुजारिश करूंगा कि इसको लाइक भी करें और अपने दोस्तों के साथ शेयर भी करें, और बाकी और वीडियो भी देखना ना भूलें। इसी के डिस्क्रिप्शन बॉक्स में आपको हमारे पुराने वीडियोस के लिंक मिल जाएंगे। ज़रूर एक बार इन सबको सुनने की कोशिश करें। थैंक यू वेरी मच। थैंक यू।